Kurt Curtis coming at you from the Full Octane Garage today, and today's Octane topic is going to be fresh air versus recirculate. And one of my pet peeves is with modern technology cars, when you're going and driving in the wintertime, you'll have the car on recirculate, and the next thing you knew, you look down and it's all of a sudden on fresh air again. And that's problematic. I mean, I drove a Jeep Compass as a rental car, and it was up in Michigan. It was very cold out. I didn't want the smell coming in the car from the outside. You drive by and you get a skunk smell or something of that nature. You want to be able to have it recirculate. Every 7 minutes, that car would automatically go to fresh air. And that was the most frustrating thing for me. Let me make the choice of whether I want fresh air or I want recirculated air coming out of the car. Now, that was part of a problem that you had in the mid-year technology. I say mid-year, in recent 5-7 years with the electronic controls. Now, fast forward and I get a 2014 Corvette, and I have it on a recirculate, and I'm following behind a diesel vehicle, and all of a sudden I'm smelling diesel fumes. And I'm like, well, that's really weird. And so it kept going, and I didn't think anything of it. I drive by, somebody hit a skunk on the side of the road, or you smell a skunk and you want it to recirculate, and all of a sudden you get that aroma coming in the cabin, and you're like, well, this really stinks. So fast forward another few months, and I get a 2015 GMC Denali, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to put that car on recirculate because I don't want to smell the outside air. This truck's a diesel, so about every tank of gas, 400 miles or so, it goes into this thing called regen mode. And regen mode basically has a 9th injector that dumps a bunch of diesel fuel down the exhaust pipe to clean a particle filter for the emissions junk that they have on the vehicles now. So lo and behold, I would get this smell in the cabin of the truck that was just horrendous. It would get nauseous, and you're like, but I'm on recirculate. Why do I smell the outside air when I'm on recirculate? So I take it to the dealer, complain about it. And they say, oh no, that car's on recirculate. And I said, well, why do I continue to smell the outside environment when I'm on recirculate? I shouldn't smell the diesel fuel. Well, it turns out there was a problem. There was a TSB on the truck. The truck actually had an exhaust manifold leak right down around where the cabin intake was for fresh air. So what I've come to the conclusion of is that General Motors, at least General Motors, has decided that we are not smart enough as consumers to select whether we want fresh air or we want it to be recirculated. They think that we always need some fresh air coming into the cabin of the truck. And with that said, I do not believe, I have not found a way in my 2014 Corvette or my 2015 GMC Denali pickup truck, there is no way to go on 100% recirculate. I would love to hear your comments on this, because this is just a pet peeve of mine. I understand in the wintertime that if you're in recirculate, you've got the heat on, there's going to be condensation or moisture that builds in the air, people breathing, and your windows are going to tend to fog up a little bit more. But I don't understand why I can't make that decision of going into fresh air to bring some of the fresh air in the cabin, get the moisture out of the cabin. And then when I'm driving by a stinky skunk, or I'm driving behind a stinky diesel truck, why can't I go into 100% recirculate and protect myself from being able to breathe that stuff? I welcome your comments. I welcome, post down in the bottom. Tell me what you drive. Tell me if you have the same issue with your modern technology cars, trying to be smarter than you are and picking when they're going to go into fresh air mode. I, for one, don't like it, and I, for one, would like the engineers of modern technology vehicles to acknowledge that we're smart enough to make that decision on our own. So I look forward to your feedback. That's my rant for today. That's my Octane Minute. Have a great day.